What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Hope everybody's doing well. Good morning from Johannesburg, South Africa. We're going to go over our friend Bitcoin. We may be starting our wave 5, but we'll take a look at it here. Currently, we're sitting at 20,000. Can you believe it? 20,346. We're down 10% on the day, sitting at a market cap of 386 billion. 24-hour volume, 43.65 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto.com, you can sign up to the world's fastest growing crypto app. Grab one of their incredible Visa cards, cashback and crypto, free Spotify, Netflix Prime, $25 just for signing up through my referral. So here we are on the 1 hour time frame. So we've come down and we lost this low. So we may be looking to put in that wave 5. Unless we start to bounce right here, we could be going through an irregular ABC. But as of right now, we have broken this low. We do have a major bullish divergence. So in my opinion, we'd have to bounce relatively quickly if this is still a corrective structure. Either that or we've already gone through an ABC or a WXY, and we're starting that last impulsive wave where this could be your wave 1. Oh, sorry, guys, this is really big. This could be your wave 1, your wave 2 correction. You're looking for that large wave 3, wave 4, wave 5 to take you down to that 17 to 19K price target. It really depends. Bitcoin would have to bounce relatively soon, in my opinion, for this not to be that wave 5 to bring us down to 17K. So that's currently the wave count that I think is more likely that we come down and we bottom in between 17 to 19K. I have been mentioning a larger wave count if we were to see a huge retracement all the way up to 27 to 28K, then this could be a massive wave 1, wave 2, and then you see wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, which could bring you all the way down in between about 11 to about 14K. Honestly, I don't think it's a likely scenario. If you look at the larger wave counts, it doesn't really line up, but of course anything can happen. A wave 5 can be overextended. But as of right now, if we continue to break down here, what we may have done is already gone through a little bit. Let's actually use a WXY. Gone through a little bit of a WXY correction, and we're already seeing our 5 waves down where you have wave 1, wave 2 correction. Your usually largest wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, that could bring you down in between that 17 to 19K price target for BTC, because we have lost the wave 3 low, which means that we can put in the wave 5 bottom basically at any time now. But as I mentioned yesterday, one of the measurements that you can use for your wave 5 is to take your trend-based fib extension from the top of your wave 2. Hold on, guys, let me scroll out here. Top of the wave 2 down to the wave 3 bottom, up to the wave 4 high, and your minimum target is the 0.618, which is currently coming in at 17.4K, as I had mentioned yesterday. So if we do continue to sell off here and you see a wave structure, a 5 wave structure, we could be bottoming out here at around 17K. As I mentioned yesterday on the weekly, when we went through the Corona dump, we wicked down all the way down to about 3K from about 5.5K. And it looks like we may do that again. You see the price of Bitcoin by Sunday, by the weekly close, come back up and hold 22K. I think that would be a good sign of strength for BTC. As you can see here, we wicked down, but we closed the week basically right on the 200-week moving average. Sorry, guys. Let me just open this up so it's more visible. Okay, perfect. So you can see here, we wicked down. Let me move this 2 over a little bit. We wicked down, and then we pushed right back up to the 200-week moving average. We went into the next week. We dropped again, but by the end of the week, we still held the 200-week moving average. As we've done in each and every bear market, you can see right here, we held the 200-week, and if we scroll all the way back, we held the 200-week. Even right here, you see this wick down. If I were to draw out the 200-week moving average, you can see it would have still held the 200-week, but we did wick below it. So that may be what we're doing once again for BTC, is we're having a wick down on the weekly. So if you see us by Sunday back above 22K, holding 22K, holding the 200-week moving average, could be a sign of strength, in my opinion, for BTC. So we'll see what happens here. We do have a bullish divergence on the hourly, but as I've been mentioning, in a downtrend, these can be easily invalidated. But if we were to bounce here, then what you may be looking at is a larger irregular A, B, see correction that could bring you up to 24K, the 0.382, and still be going through that corrective wave 4. We'll have to see what happens here over the next day or so. This bullish divergence is quite strong, but they can be easily invalidated, as I mentioned, in a bear market. But even with Matic, like Matic's breaking that previous low, so Matic may be looking to put in that wave 5 as well, unless it sees a bounce here, and we're still going through a bit of a correction. But I've been watching Matic closely here, and it may be starting to put in that 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 for a possible wave 5 to take you down to that 28 to 30 cent price target for Matic. But I'll get into that in my Polygon video. So for Bitcoin here, basically what I'm watching is if we see continuation. So what you can do to measure the wave 3, so if this is your wave 1, wave 2, and this is your largest wave 3, as I mentioned with you guys, you can take your Fibonacci from the low of wave 1 up to the top of wave 1 and pull it out, and usually your wave 3 is going to land in between the 2 and the 2.618. So we've already hit the 2 at 20.1K. We can come down to the 2.618 as well. Wave 3 can overextend to 4.25, but usually it's going to land in between the 2 and the 2.618. So if you see Bitcoin do a little something like this, we see a small retracement and then we see continuation, that would be strong confirmation that we're seeing that final wave 5. But if you see a large bounce and we come all the way up and we break this high, then I do think you're looking at a larger irregular ABC correction, in my opinion, for BTC. Pretty interesting price action. We are shorting ADA, as I mentioned. I was going to scale into either Bitcoin, Matic, or ADA. Usually I only trade one coin at a time. And we had a nice entry for ADA. So currently we're making some juicy profits. I'll throw it up on the screen. I do give signals in the Discord at the $10 membership. Here I talk about scaling into ADA. And you can sign up through the Patreon. I think that's pretty much it for this video. I just want to see if we continue to sell off here. If we only see a small bounce and then see continuation to the downside, I'd be convinced we're putting in that final wave 5 to bring us down to that 17K price target. If we don't get back above 22K by the end of the week here, that would be a little bit more reason to be concerned. If we see a weekly close below the 200-week moving average, that would be the very first time we've ever done that. And maybe we would come down to that next level of support here. Let me pop it back open to the daily, which is coming in between about 11,000 and about 14K. But some of the altcoins would get absolutely smashed. Like I'm thinking about how low Gala would go to if we went down to those price targets. Crow, I think Crow's at like 11-12 cents right now. Let me look at Crow. I mean, Crow is way down where it was last year. Where's Crow? Yeah, Crow's 10 cents right now. So if we pop open Crow, yeah, we've come all the way back down to the lows of June 2021 and the lows of October 2020. So if Bitcoin were to come down to like, 11 to 14K, Crow's going to come down to like maybe below 5 cents, which would just be insane in my opinion. Anyways, this video is not about Crow. It's about Bitcoin. Wow, huge increase in the shorts, 29% increase in the short position. So it looks like traders are looking to continue to push the price down. So we may be putting in that wave 5 to take us down to 17K. If we come all the way back down to 17K, watch those short positions. If you see them start to take profit, could be an indication that we're going to bottom out and we're going to see a little bit of a bounce. But this is some harsh sell-off. Like if you look at it here on the daily, let me give you a more clear chart to look at it on the daily. Yeah, just look at these red candles, like super swift and super harsh sell-off in my opinion. And we're quite oversold on the daily, just as we were right here. We're almost at the same level and we did start to see a bounce. So honestly, I do think 17 to 19K will provide us a beautiful opportunity to bounce. If we fail to hold this low here, let me pop it back open to the 1 hour chart. If we fail, yeah, we're continuing to sell off. So if we fail to bounce here, you see continuation down, just look for that wave 5 to bring you down to that 17 to about 19K price target. Looks like we may be on the way unless we bounce relatively soon and we're putting in a irregular ABC. We may have already put in our wave 4 correction and we're looking for that final wave 5. Anyways, I'm getting a bit redundant here. We do have my trade signals at the $10 membership, which you can sign up through the Patreon. Currently shorting ADA. We also have over 1,900 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. You can sign up through the Patreon, as I just mentioned, if you want to. And if you want to trade with me, sign up to Bybit, $4,100 in bonuses, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.